Hey guys, hope you all have been well. Welcome back to my channel. Today is a get ready with me. I couldn't even remember what I talked about in my last get ready with me, but I have a feeling it was about the wedding. So maybe, I don't know. But I feel like this is needed. We need to have this. But as always, I'm going to be listing every single product in the description box, so check it out. I actually had to quickly stop recording because I need to make sure that my microphone is working. I'm going to be using the new BK Beauty brushes. I got them in the mail yesterday. They have 9 new brushes, 5 of which are face brushes and 4 being eye brushes. So I'm going to get to using these today. So we got a lot of brushes and I wanted to use a specific one for foundation. I already have moisturizer and Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow. I think I'm going to do Sephora and I'm going to use the number 109. By the way, I feel so extra today because I made iced coffee. I don't drink coffee. I actually can't stomach a lot of it, and there's not much coffee in it. I think half of it is like milk. Look at how much is in here. I didn't make it full because I can't finish it. This entire thing can last me the whole day. I don't normally do this, but I don't want to put it on my brush. Cruelty free, 100% vegan, so this is a synthetic brush, but they feel natural. I'm not knocking on all of my Morphe brushes, but they just feel like what they are. I love a lot of my face brushes from Morphe, but not so much the eye brushes. Seems quite lovely. Since the last video, I didn't even check, but I'm guessing I talked about the wedding. And now that some time has passed, I got to talk about my brother's and sister-in-law's gender reveal. Secret! I was the only one that knew of the pregnancy during the wedding, and so I had to keep it quiet, and I'm fairly good with secrets, so I had no issues keeping it to myself. But it was nice when they decided to share the news with everyone else because I wasn't living in fear of slipping, because I would never purposely let it out, but you know, sometimes you get a slip of the tongue. And then they got the envelope with the sex of the baby, and they said, hey, here's the envelope. And so for weeks, probably I think 2 months maybe, I'm the only person that's known what the sex is. Mom and dad didn't know. I knew. Auntie knew. And this past Saturday we had the reveal, and it's a boy. I'm really excited because now I have a niece and a nephew. I mean, I have dozens of them, but in my immediate family. I haven't used this thing in so long. I'm talking about the Tower 28 Benzino, Bronzino. Let's use another brush. I like this one. This is the number 112. Got an angle to it, but it's small, so it's not gonna leave much of a trail. So now I'm officially off of planning duties. I can just, let's just focus on YouTube now. Hopefully. I don't want to jinx myself. You guys know how well my luck runs. Side note, right next to my window, remember how you could hear the chickens clear as day from afar? Now you're going to hear them pretty close because we've enclosed this little section near my window, and it's got some chicken stuff in it, and right now it's got some chickens. So they're going to be even closer than usual. We're getting intimate around these parts, but oh well. They're part of the family. That's what we did. We did the poppers, the twisty things. I don't know if I should reveal how you... Never mind. Don't. Keep it to yourself, Annabelle. I was thinking of doing a clean girl makeup. I don't think that's gonna happen anymore. No, actually, I just look bronzed and brightened under the eye, right? Look at what I did. I was trying to film something for Instagram, and so it's on my tripod. Chicken outside my window is upset. Shut up, I'm filming. You need to come up with a schedule. I think my hair needs to properly go up in the crazy bun. But today I wanted to talk about something that I've been pretty open with on my channel, and that's weight, whether that's weight gain, weight loss, how I've done it, what's helped me, things of that sort. And so I was thinking, I want to share this part of it with you as well. And I mean, I don't think I need to state the obvious. I've obviously gained weight since then. My experience with weight loss has definitely changed from the past, and so I don't feel like ashamed, I don't feel hesitant, I feel okay with what is, because it is. And so I thought about making it a point to talk about it in this Get Ready With Me. But first I need to figure out my eyeshadow palette. But yeah, I wanted to talk about it without giving too much away. I'm not a weight loss channel. I talk about it when I feel like it. But it is important to me because it has everything to do with my health. And of course, I mean, that's a big part of it for most people, but it's a lot more personal to me because I have an injury. Or is that what you call it? I call it an injury because I hurt myself, and so this happened. But I have a herniated disc. I still have it. I haven't gone to surgery. I haven't sought further help with it. Like, I've been okay. But I also know that I haven't been doing everything that I previously did to make myself be the strongest that I can be for my injury. And part of that is the weight. And there's no fault. I'm not gonna blame something on why I gained weight. Things definitely made it a lot easier for me too, but no one's at fault but myself. I started noticing that I really began to let go, I'd say towards the end of 2020 into the beginning of 2021. And it started with, I always went to the gym every single day pretty much, into I went less frequently because of the pandemic. But I ended up getting just like scared. I have anxiety that is heavily, I really hate the word triggered, but it has a lot to do with health related things. And so with COVID, I just felt like this is a public space. I've never had COVID yet. I don't want to, and I just felt uncomfortable going to the gym. And for a little bit, I tried my best to do workouts at home with my Pilates training and things like that. But there's only so much you can do when you're taken out of what's been working for so long, and that eventually spilled over into I just really don't care what I eat anymore. And it's basically how I got here. Luckily, I haven't gained all of it back, but I've gained a significant amount of it. And one thing I don't discuss on this channel are numbers, not because I don't want to, but because I can get pretty obsessive about it. And this is not just with my numbers on a scale. I can get obsessive about my blood pressure or my oxygen levels. And so I try to not avoid it, but I try not to make it the end all be all, because I can get unhealthily obsessive about it. And I repeat, it's not just my weight. I can get obsessive over my lab results. Like, that's pretty bad. And that goes back to my fear of like health related things, which kind of doesn't make sense, right? Like, if I'm worried about my health, how did we get here? But it's so easy to get here than there. That, like, the healthy version requires so much more work. And that's exactly what's been going on. I'm not blaming the pandemic, but you know, the circumstances definitely made it a lot easier for me. But all that to say that I'm finally going to hone back in. We're going to reel it back and get back on track, because there were certain things that were a lot easier for me. Oh no, I don't like the way that's looking. What was I saying? Dang, I forgot. Oh, I was talking about how things that were easier for me are no longer easier. And I just want to get back to a healthy place, and I'm going to do it pretty much the exact same way I did it before. Not have a strict diet in terms of what I can and cannot eat. I'll eat what I like, but I make better choices for most of the week and not eat as much as I like to indulge myself in. I'm just gonna be smart about it, you know? And I thought to myself, you know what? I wanted to try something different. I've done the workout videos at home. I hate them. I hate them. I did it for almost a year, but I hated it. This was in college. And so the last time I got into the gym, right? I like the gym. I really do. It's a good way to get out, get your workout in, and then come home. But I actually started going to the gym after I had lost some weight already. And I think that's what I want to do. My biggest fear is that at this weight, I might hurt myself. And that's the last thing that I want to do. I want to exercise. I want to be physically healthy so that I don't hurt myself. And so I want to drop a little bit of weight before I start going back into the gym regularly. And so that's the plan. And I was thinking, okay, at home, I can do my Pilates. I still stretch regularly, but I don't stretch every day. And that's something that needs to be at the top of my priority list because I need to get my flexibility back before I can really trust myself with exercises. I actually enjoy Pilates very, very much. Learning how to engage in my core and use it properly has changed my life completely, and so much so that I've actually taught my mom how to do it, and it's changing her life as well. So I want to just stick to my Pilates from the very beginning, do my stretches, like the full set every single morning like I used to. But I'm also thinking, like, let's just do something that, how do I say this? Like, it isn't exercise. Playing music and just dancing my heart out, or finally putting together a garden, you know, like something that is just normal and it doesn't have exercise attached to it. Because I am not the biggest fan of cardio. I used to go swimming, and I would continue to go swimming, but the group that I used to swim with, they actually no longer swim at the pool. They do swim classes at the beach, and I think I said it once before. I'll swim in open water before I swim on the shoreline where there's seaweed. Oh, see, I'm already getting goosebumps from it. The seagrass. I can't step on it. I don't know why. Like, I'm getting goosebumps already. I'm just scared. But yeah, swimming's the only form of cardio that I truly enjoy. I could swim every day, and so that's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna turn this into weight loss or, you know, do a weekly update. I just feel like since I've put it out there before, and because I want to do something about it now, it's worth mentioning. Like I said, I have obsessive tendencies. I don't want weight loss to take over my life. I want it to be a part of it, but not my everyday worry. I want to prioritize it. I don't want to worry about it. These types of greens I'm all about. The brights, not so much. It's amazing how not tempted I am to buy makeup right now. Like, I go through these phases. As of right now, the only thing like I'm thinking of purchasing, because obviously I didn't buy it when it first came out, is the Pat McGrath, the new Mothership palette. I forget what it was called, but I don't want to buy that at full price. Guys, the Astros are going to the World Series again. Like, I'm so happy that they're doing so well, but at the same time, it's like, man, come on, let's win the World Series this time. This coming week is going to be stressful because of the World Series. Baseball and gymnastics are probably the sport that I can watch start to finish. I try to understand football. I swear I do. I just don't get it. There's so much going on, and it's like hard to follow. Because am I going to watch the people that are crashing to each other, or the people that are starting this pile up? Am I look at the quarterback, or am I going to look at that person running? Because there's a lot of them running. It's so hard to keep track of. Baseball's so easy to follow. Just follow the ball and the person that's running around the bases. That's all you got to pay attention to. Of course, there's a lot of things like to keep up with, cool plays that are being made. But to keep track of the actual scoring system, you just have to wait till someone crosses the plate, and that counts as one. What is this 6 points and 2 points? Are there in 2 points? 3 points? And then in basketball, it's 2 points, 3 points, then 1 for free throws, right? See, there's math. Baseball, you just gotta watch someone cross the plate. 1. That's how you do it. I have another get ready with me topic to like do, but I need some stuff to happen first before that can happen. Hopefully I get chosen. Let us see. Little bee, speaking words of wisdom. Little bee. Lip gloss. Okay. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me in this video. Again, full list of products in the description box down below. I'll also link them for you. Breathe. Just in case you're interested in purchasing them, just remember that most of them are magic links, so I do make a small commission every time you decide to make a purchase. You guys can also check me out on Instagram. It is the first link in the description box down below. That is where I post most of my makeup looks along with all the products in the caption. Till the next video, I hope you all are doing well, taking great care of yourselves. I will see you all next time. Bye guys.